So today I want to talk about the power of selfishness and how, as a footballer or an aspiring footballer, you might have to do a few things that other people would consider selfish. Other people might say, "Oh, this guy, he's selfish. He's changed. He's not the same as he once was." But you're just gonna have to take all of that on the chin, because as a footballer, in order to achieve your goals, you're gonna have to be, very sort of almost a little bit self-absorbed, because you have to just focus on improving yourself, just doing everything in your life to improve just improve your game. Because think about it, when a young kid shows potential in any sport, this could be football, basketball, the NFL, like it can literally be in any sport basically. Think about it, when a young kid shows potential, all of a sudden when the family actually believe in this kid, what happens? Everything is geared towards trying to get this kid to the professional level. So their parents will make sacrifices for them, drive long distances. Let's say the kid might live in East London, but he plays for Chelsea Academy. He might need to go from East London all the way to West London for 2 training sessions a week, and then on match days as well. The parents will have to spend money on petrol, travel long distance to get this kid to training. You know, even you might have to miss birthdays because you have a game or you have training. You might have to miss outings with friends, which, like I said before, it's gonna cause people to be like, "Oh, this guy, he's selfish. He doesn't chill with us anymore. Like, what's going on? Like, is he even our friend? Is he even our boy?" But like I said, you're just gonna have to take that on the chin, because like I said, being a footballer is a lifestyle, in my opinion. Like, it's a full-time job. You have to dedicate your life to it, because if you're not gonna dedicate your life to it, there's someone else out there who's gonna do it, and not just one person out there. There's like a million. There's a million other people in the UK alone that are gonna dedicate. That are gonna try to do anything they can to get into an academy, make it to that pro level. So you're probably gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices that make you seem like a selfish person, even if you're not. But you're just gonna have to remember that, if people may call you selfish on the way, and you don't have to be a dickhead about it. You don't have to outwardly be a dickhead about it and be like, "Oh, go away, I'm trying to be a professional footballer, like, why don't you understand, blah blah blah." You don't have to start getting angry at them. You just have to sort of just accept it and be like, "Yo," you just apologize and move on. Just be like, "Yo, sorry, I can't make it here. I can't make it to this birthday. I can't make it to this wedding. I can't do this. I can't do that." You know what I'm saying? So, like, people might say, "Oh, this guy changed. He's not the same." But you're just gonna have to you're just gonna have to accept that, basically, because ultimately, in the end, if you actually do make it, you're not going to regret your decision. You're not going to regret all those times where you had to avoid doing this, or had to miss this sort of occasion, or you chose not to see your friends. You chose not to go to that party, and instead you chose to go train, go work on your game, or work on your fitness, go on a run. All in the end, if you make it, then it was all worth it anyway. I remember watching an interview by Mo Salah, and even he was saying that, "Yo, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if it was his mum or his dad, but they would travel, like, I'm pretty sure he said, like, 5 or 6 hours to training," which I don't know if that's accurate, because 5 to 6 hours is kind of a mad thing. He was talking about, he had to take like 3 buses to get to whatever academy that he played for in Egypt. Like I said, I don't know if he's lying or if he's exaggerating, but like I said, because he was showing that potential, his parents had to make the sacrifice. His parents had to make that sacrifice. Everything sort of becomes about Mo Salah, about making sure that he becomes a professional footballer. And even once you do make it, if you look at professional footballers, once they do make it, it seems selfish, but it's all about them. Like, let's say they have a family. Let's take Ronaldo, for example. Ronaldo's played football in Portugal. He's played football in England. He's played in Spain. He's played in Italy, came back to England, and now he's playing in Saudi Arabia. Think about it. Since this guy has had kids, I'm pretty sure his son, let's take his oldest son, I think he's Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. This guy has probably had to move countries, plus his wife as well, his wife that he's currently with right now. They've had to move countries how many times? I'm pretty sure he was born in Spain, then he had to move to Italy, then he moved back to England. Now he's in Saudi Arabia. Like, you see all the pictures of CR7 Junior. Like, he's played for every single academy. He's played for I'm pretty sure he's played for the Real Madrid academy. He's been in the Juventus academy. He's been in the Man United academy. Now he's playing for what's that team? Now he's playing for the Al Nassr academy. Like, it's sort of like everything sort of just revolves around Ronaldo, because that's how it has to be when you're a footballer. You sort of have to, from the outside in, it looks sort of selfish. Other people might be like, "Oh, Ronaldo's selfish. He has to move his family all the time. His kids don't have don't have a consistent home life. They're moving countries every 2 or 3 years. His think about his kids. His kids can't make consistent friends, consistent connections. They might not even know what country they're really in. Let's say one of the kids has lived in Spain for 2 years, England for 2 years. Now they're in Saudi Arabia. Basically, obviously, it's tough for the kids as well. It's tough for his wife as well. But this is how it has to be if you're a professional footballer, because ultimately, at the end of the day, Ronaldo's the guy. He's taking care of his family. He wants to elevate his career, try to take his career to a new level, try to take his finances to a new level. So it's literally how it has to be. Like I said, when you actually look at it deeply, it looks kind of selfish. The people around him have to constantly move countries with him and basically just make sacrifices themselves. But this is how it has to be when you're a professional footballer. Everything sort of revolves around you once you actually make it. So in my opinion, on your way up, you sort of just have to focus on yourself, do what's best for you, do whatever it takes, optimize your chance of becoming a footballer. If that means your friends want to just chill in the park and smoke weed, but you can't really do that. Let's say you did that before, but now you're saying to yourself, yo, I want to really do this. I want to be a professional footballer. I want to take this seriously. Hey, if you used to smoke weed with your friends in the park, but you stopped doing it because you want to be a footballer, hey, they're gonna look at you and be like, yo, this guy's selfish. This guy's changed. Like, they're gonna be hitting up your phone saying, oh, what happened? Why do we never see you? Blah blah blah. And eventually, they might even cut you off. But but those are the sort of sacrifices you have to make. Like I said before, you don't have to outwardly be a dickhead. You don't have to purposely isolate yourself. I would say that just find friends who do activities, do habits that won't sort of harm your game. So if you can find other people who like to train, like to play football, or like to go to the gym, those sort of activities that won't hurt your game. Find friends like those. I'm not saying you should isolate yourself, be lonely, be a lone wolf. I'm not saying that, because like I said, that's just a dead life. I'll be honest, like that life ain't it. So I'm just saying, try to find people, or just go to certain activities that would actually help you as a footballer. Maybe your friends like playing football, but they also like going to the parties. So just whenever they're saying, yo, let's go to the AstroTurf, let's go play football, you go. But then anytime they say, yo, let's go to the party, let's go drink, you just say, nah, I'm good. You only what I'm saying, because that's what I used to do a lot. Most of my friends, sometimes they would say, all right, let's go play football. I'd be there for the football. Cool, like I'll be there for the football, have fun, train hard, do whatever I need to do. But anytime they say, yo, let's come out, let's do this, let's go drink, let's go smoke, I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that. So, and eventually, once you actually do that as well, people actually like just accept it. There is where it is. So nowadays it's kind of like, all right, cool. People don't, whenever there's like a party, or people want to go drink or want to go smoke, people don't really hit me up. People don't invite me, because they know that that's not what JT's about. You know what I'm saying? But anytime there's football, it's like, yo, I'm one of the first people they call. Anytime they want to go, hit a gym session, or just do something else. You know what I'm saying? Something else productive, something else that won't really harm my physical performance, harm my body. Yo, JT, I'm the first person they call. So that's sort of how you make sacrifices without actually being this lone wolf, without actually isolating yourself. Just find people who engage in activities that won't harm your game, with activities that are fun, but activities that won't harm your body, or won't, like I said, won't cause decline to your game. Literally little stuff. Instead of going out to a party, going out to drink. Literally, if your friends call you up and say, yo, let's go paintballing, yo, go paintballing. Like, I've been paintballing, go-karting, just little things like this. Like I said, little things like this. Those activities, they don't really harm. They don't really do too much to your game. Maybe you might go out to eat food, but even that, that's that's just a once in a while thing. Like my friends recently, it was like 10 of us who went go-karting. We went go-karting. I'm pretty sure it was like late at night as well. It was like 9 p.m. Went go-karting. After that, we just chilled for a bit. Then we just all just said goodbye and went home. It's just little things like that, like little activities like that. That's calm, because it doesn't do anything. You just go home, you got get to bed, wake up the next day, and just get back on the grind. It's easy. But if you're going to parties, drinking alcohol, smoking weed, you go to bed at like 3 a.m. You wake up, you're hungover, your head's banging, you're hot, you don't really feel motivated to do anything. And once you keep doing that, over time, it's just gonna compound, and then you're just gonna realize, all right, cool. it goes from, you know, okay, I missed 1 day of training. Then it's like, oh, I missed 2 days of training. Then it's like, all right, cool, I'm actually missing 3 days of training a week. I'm missing 4 days, I'm missing 5 days, until eventually you're not even training at all. And that's where the decline starts to happen. So yeah, that's all I got to say for this vid. I hope you enjoyed. I've been JT, and I'm out.